On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward. They kick it in, and it's good. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. They start the drive with Vaughn. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, first down.
Sidney Brown in on the tackle. You look at this Eagle defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. To throw, it's Lance. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jamison Williams, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Eagles at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you guys had a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on this field position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Here's Hurts to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Deland Hurts, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott now to have the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 here in the first quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. And it's a fumble. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And Lance now to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
They just gave him a sack there, if I'm not mistaken. They gave him 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes.
They're just looking really close, aren't they? They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down in the yard. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. He will push his way down to about the 14. Here's a 2nd and 8. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Hurts. Now to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, You're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
2 yards to go, second down. Up the middle, it's Vaughn. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jamison Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time he led to a score. And they've got it 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Now back to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Hurts fumbles it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On play action, Lance. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. The killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Lance now on 1st down. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lance. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll leave them with 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And the perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Throwing on first down is Lance. Left side to Lamb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Vaughn on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Again, a run with Vaughn. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Let's say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From midfield, here's Lance. That is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running behind center with Vaughn. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Dallas.
On first down, they go back to Vaughn again. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 64 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll toss this out right for Vaughn. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eating up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
63.
They'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Here's a handoff to Vaughn. And he stopped immediately there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That pass pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Vaughn, they'll try the left side. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. James Bradbury there to make the tackle. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9. Staying on the ground with Vaughn. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 runs here, only 2 yards to show for it.
Got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on his faces. I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Now, sure, up to the challenge.
A lot of pressure here for Cade York. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Down the left sideline. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, 58 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point. Things going to be interesting in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 77 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
4 yards the pickup, first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You take in charge.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
A gain of 29 yards.
Let's go.
And the Cowboys first down.
Yellow, line. Ready?
Vaughn on the handoff. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Ultra. Go ultra. Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And he's got it down to the 28. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On the run is Vaughn. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Obviously, that's some good work there defensively. Being able to stop them and make a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. Touchdown! C.D. Lamb, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for two. Lance going to try to throw for this. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
On the return, the Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Hurts sets up to throw it. His throw incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
They'll come up now on second down. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Not even a play. Why are you giving up?
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's complete to Brown. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Flush to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
2nd down. Here's Hurts to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Here's 3rd down at 5. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here for them to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So everything else is not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Elliott good with a PAT. It's going to be interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
He was brought down by Deland Smith. A gain of 26 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Dallas, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.